Good morning, Ocean Seaport here. How y'all doing? On my other videos I was talking about balance. Why there is no balance? The question I'm asking. When the rich steal and crime is ignored. There is no balance in the world when people at the top take more and more while people at the bottom struggle to survive. When the rich take from the poor through unfair wages, price gouging, cuts to services, or corruption, it creates harm that spreads. People lose housing, healthcare, food, safety, and hope. At the same time, the people causing the damage often face no consequences. That is not justice. That is imbalance. A system cannot be healthy when one group is protected no matter what they do, while another group is punished for simply trying to live. What happens when crimes are ignored? When crimes committed by powerful people are ignored, people stop trusting the system. The system. If someone poor steals food, they are punished. If someone rich steals millions through fraud, prices, fixing, exploitation, it is often called a business mistake. That double standards tells people that the law does not protect everyone equally. When that happens, the system loses legitimacy. People stop believing in fairness and anger grows. While rights are being erased, human rights, disability rights, LGBT plus rights, Q rights, and civil rights are being attacked because they protect people who are often seen as inconvenient to the system built on profit and control. These rights demand access, care, protection, equality. When systems are corrupt, they try to remove protection instead of fixing the harm. Marginalizing people are often the first target because they are easy to silence and blame. This is a warning sign. History shows us that when rights are taken away from some, they eventually disappear for many. History also shows this always fails. History repeats the same lessons over and over again, yet nobody's getting it and nobody's learning. When wealth is hoarded and people starve, societies collapse. When leaders ignore suffering and protect themselves, the rise and follow. When governments erase rights and blame vulnerable groups, violence and instability increased. When corruption is allowed to grow, the system breaks from the inside. No society that ignores injustice lasts forever. Collapse may come slowly or suddenly, but it always comes. Can I repeat that? Collapse may come slowly or suddenly, but it always comes. Why? This create imbalance in the world? Balance depends on fairness, accountability, and shared dignity. When greed replaces care, balance is lost. When silence replaces justice, balance is lost. When some lives are valued less than another, balance is lost. Pressure builds when harm is ignored. That pressure does not disappear. It shows up as suffering, unrest, illness, violence, and breakdown of trust. How can we be restored? Balance is restored when people choose accountability over greed and care over control. This means holding powerful people responsible for harm, enforcing laws equally, protecting rights, not rolling them back, making sure disabled people, LGBTQ plus people, and marginalized communities are safe and supported. Making housing, healthcare, and dignity priority, not privilegers. Telling the truth about history instead of erasing it. Balance does not come from charity alone. It comes from building a system where no one is disposable. No one is above the law. That's my take today on balance and why we need it in the universe. Be safe, be well, be real, be mindful. Peace.